Alrighty, so we have our list here, 29, 7, 11, 39, 34, 47, and 21, and 15, which is a list of 8, and you can see it is not in order, and that is a problem for us. So we will be using QuickSort today to fix that. So, QuickSort, we have a pivot. Our pivot, we're going to pick to be our middle element, which is going to end up being 4.5, which is not nice in integers, so it's going to end up being at 4, which is 39. Lovely. We switch 39 with 29, our starting element. Bang. Then we have our index and small index, which we're going to start our small index on 39 and our index on 7. So, first question we ask ourselves today is 37 smaller than 39? Which it is. So, you increment your small index and we swap them, which ends up being in the same place. So, we didn't do anything. So, we switch our index now. Alright, is 11 smaller than 39? Well, yes it is. So we increment our small index and we switch them again, which doesn't do anything. Okay, now we increment our index. Okay, is 29 smaller than 39? Yes it is. Okay, increment small index and we don't do anything. Yet again, increment our index. Is 34 smaller than 39? Yes, you know the drill. Incorrect. And increment again. Alright, now we get some change. Is 47 smaller than 39? No. So we don't move this. It stays at 34. And we increment our index. Alright. Is 21, that's a 21. It's upside down, looks like 12. Anyways, is 21 smaller than 39? Yes. So we increment our small index and switch the index and the small index. Alright, then we increment our index. Is 15 smaller than 39? Yes. So we swap our index, we increment our small index, and switch these two. Alright. And we're right about done there. So then once you get to the end of the list, you are going to switch your pivot with your small index. But now we know 39 is in the correct spot, so we can partition it from the rest of the list as it is sorted. Also, you might know we have a single list here, which as we learned in class, is already sorted. So we can pull that up as well. And we have a nice list over here of 6. So we can choose the same method as we did last time, which is picking the center, which will be 2.5, which is, wait, no. It's right here, I'll just tell you that. So it's going to be 11 this time. So we switch our pivot with our first index, or our first number, set the small index here, and set the index here. Okay, so we're going to do this whole thing again. So, is 7 smaller than 11? Yes, so we switch this. Small index, increment the small index, switch it with itself so it doesn't move anywhere, and increment our index. So, is 15 smaller than 11? Well, it is larger, so we do not increment our small index, but we do increment our index. Is 29 smaller? No, so increment index, don't move that. Is 34 smaller? No, increment index, don't move that. And that's about it. So then we switch our pivot with our small index because we've reached the end. And then I'm going to move this side. So, and then since we can say this is in the correct spot, we partition it and we ended up with another single list. So we can say this is sorted as well. And then we start again with our small little list of 4 here. So we set our pivot to here, 29, and we switch it with our beginning. So we have a small index and an index. That's nice. All right, so is 15 smaller than 29? Yep, so we move it here and it swap it with itself, which doesn't move anywhere, and then we increment our index. Is 34 smaller? No. So then we just increment our index because we don't want to move that guy yet. So is 21 smaller? Yes. So we increment our small index and switch our small index and our index. And then since we're at the end of the list, we will swap our pivot with our small index. Alright, and then we can partition our pivot and pull it up here. And since our index is, since this is alone, it's not an index anymore. Since this is alone, it's a single list. We're going to pull it up here. And now we have a nice small list of 2. So we're going to choose the first one as our pivot, small index, and index. So, is 15 smaller than 21? Yes. So we're going to increment our small index and swap it with itself. And then this will not get incremented yet, actually, but it won't matter. So since we're at the end of the list, the increment says that, or the index says that, we will swap our pivot with our small index and partition it. And we have another last list, and that gets to be pulled up here. And I think that's sorted. 7, 11, 15, 21, 29, 34, 39, 47. Quick sort.